Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you a new installment in my Vintage Crochet Series. So this is a series where I dive into the past and create crochet tutorials inspired by the past. And today, and I have a whole playlist that I will link down below if you're interested. And today I'm bringing to you a Victorian inspired shawl. It's super feminine, it's super pretty as you can see. So this is actually a square that I folded in half. All the pictures are available on my blog selinaveronique.com along with the free pattern, so I will be linking that in the description box. But this is a square that I've crocheted and folded in half, and this is inspired by a real life vintage shawl that I saw at a local library where they had an exhibit with Victorian clothes. In any case, this is a very warm project, and I'm sorry for the long introduction, but I did think that this project deserved more of an explanation than usual. But so all of this is explained in detail on my blog post, so if you need more details or are interested in the history of this beautiful Victorian shawl, just head over to the blog. As I said, the link is in the description box. And this is a lovely, lovely warm project. As I said, it's a square and I crocheted it using the C2C method. That means corner to corner, and I did place a shell stitch edging on it, and this is a super simple and super beautiful project. So for this project I used this specific yarn, which is called Papatia Angora with merino wool, and this is a beautiful soft yarn, and I did purchase it online here in the UK. On the website The Knitting Network. This is not sponsored, it's just in case you are interested in purchasing this. I will be going into the details in a second, but this yarn is very similar to another yarn that's available on Amazon.com, which is called Elise yarn. I will be linking that in the description box along with everything that I've used. And this is considered a fine chew yarn, which is also called a fingering yarn. And I find it to be quite a thick fingering yarn, if that makes sense. So you can easily substitute this with another fingering yarn of your preference or a light 3 DK weight yarn. And this comes in 550 meter skeins of yarn, 100 grams. It's 80% acrylic, 20% merino, and that gives it that beautiful warm feel. You will also be needing a 4mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. And don't forget that all the extra details are on the blog's post and in the free pattern linked in the description box. So to begin this tutorial, you will be making a slip knot, so just go ahead and create a slip knot, pop your hook through and tighten like so, and now you will be chaining 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and once you've chained 6, so you will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from the hook and placing a double crochet into that. So just go ahead and place a double crochet, and I'm sorry, I forgot to demonstrate the double crochet, so I'm just going to be doing that now in the next stitch. Place a double crochet into that, and to create a double crochet, just wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the chain, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and that creates a double crochet. Now go into the next chain and last chain with another double crochet like this, and the first chain 3 at the beginning counts as a double crochet. So I finished my first square, and now you are going to be chaining 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Turn your work. So you've turned your work, and you are once again going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from the hook and placing a double crochet into that. And now go into the next chain with a double crochet, and into the next chain with a double crochet like this. And now to finish this first row, you are going to be slip stitching through the first square that we made, and just go directly through the chain 3 and the first double crochet and slip stitch through that like so. Okay, so once you've done this, you will be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet, and you will be placing 3 double crochets around the stitch like so directly to create another cluster of 4 double crochets. So this is what we have. So now we are going to be chaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Turn your work once again, and you are going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from your hook and placing a double crochet into that. So just go ahead and place a double crochet into that. Now go into the next chain with a double crochet, and into the next chain with a double crochet like this. And now what we are going to be doing is slip stitching through the last square, well, the square next to that one like so, to close off this. And now you are chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as your first double crochet, and you are simply going to be placing 3 more double crochets around the stitch once again like this to create a cluster. And now you are going into the next square once again between the chain 3 and the stitch, directly slip stitching through that, and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as your first double crochet. Place 3 more double crochets around this stitch like so. And this is what we have. So as you can see, our project is taking form, and it's a very simple repeat. Now for the next row, you will be chaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Turn your work, and you will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 chains from the hook and placing a double crochet into that. Go into the next chain and place a double crochet into that, and go into the next chain and place another double crochet. And this is what we have. You are going to be slip stitching to attach the square as always. Now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3 and place 3 double crochets around the stitch directly like so, and slip stitch like this. And now you are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Sorry, my lights have gone out, so I'm just going to carry this on. Place 3 double crochets into the around the stitch. Sorry, I'm just going to finish this row and then switch them back on and go through like this. And now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3 and place 3 more double crochets like this. And this is our row. So as you can see, this C2C pattern is building up. So the C2C pattern is building up, and if you need more help, just rewind the video and watch the last 2 rows that I've done. But in any case, for this shawl, just go ahead and carry on all these rows until you have 57 rows in total. And once you have 57 rows in total, I'll show you how to decrease. So now for the decrease rows, it's very simple. Obviously your project will be a lot larger, but this is just for demonstration. Chain 1, turn your work, and this is just a turning chain. It's not a stitch. And what you are going to be doing is slip stitching through each of these stitches. So just go through the top of each stitch like this, and I'm going to slip stitch like this. And now we are going to be creating a square. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. As always, this counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and place 3 more double crochets around the stitch. Now go ahead and slip stitch as always. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as your first double crochet, and place 3 more double crochets around this stitch. Now go through and slip stitch like so. And now you are going to be placing your last square. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, because as you can see we've reached the square here. Place 3 more double crochets in around the stitch like so, and slip stitch like this. And this is what we have, and as you can see, this is going to create a square. And so now for the next row, chain 1, this does not count as a stitch. Go ahead and slip stitch through each stitch on the square like this. I'm going to place my last slip stitch here through the space, and as you can see, this is creating smaller rows. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as a double crochet. Just go ahead and place stitches like so. Slip stitch through the next square. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And place 3 more double crochets like so. And we've reached the end of this row because these 2 squares here are from the previous row. So just slip stitch like this, and like you can see, this is creating a small square, but a square nonetheless. Chain 1, turn your work, slip stitch through the first square like so, and now we are just going to place our last square. Chain 3, this counts as a double crochet, and place 3 double crochets inside this space. To finish off this decrease row, just slip stitch like so, and this is how you increase and decrease with the C2C pattern. So obviously your square will be a lot larger than this one, but this is just for demonstration purposes. So now what we are going to be doing is chain 1. I'm going to show you the shell stitch edging. So for this shell stitch edging, I'm going to go through it with you point by point, but I'm just going to summarize it briefly just so that you understand the process. So firstly, we will be placing single crochets all around the border, or all around the edge. And once we've placed a single crochet border, we are going to be placing the shells. And the only thing you need to remember, you don't need a specific number of single crochets for this part. We will be placing single crochets. I'll be explaining that later, but just remember you will need a multiple of 5 for your single crochets. And that's all you need to remember. So now what we are going to be doing is placing single crochets all across the edge, and this is what I call the wrong side of the stitches. So you won't have a specific stitch necessarily into which you are placing a single crochet. So just make sure that you space them out evenly like this. And so sorry, to single crochet, just pop your hook directly through, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and that's a single crochet. And just go around placing single crochets. Like I said, there is no specific number. Just remember to place a multiple of 5 for this part. Just remember that single crochets tend to tighten a project, so just go ahead and remember that you need quite a few single crochets for this part, and just remember that single crochets tend to tighten the project up. So yes, I'll let you do this and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've gone all the way around, and to finish off this round, I'm going to be slip stitching like so. And as you can see, this creates this first round of single crochets. And now I'm going to show you the second round of the shell stitch. So to begin, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. Go ahead and place 4 more, so 4 more double crochets inside that very same stitch, like so. Now skip 1, 2 single crochets and go into the next with a single crochet. Now skip 1, 2 single crochets and go into the next with 5 double crochets. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now skip 1 and 2 and go into the next with a single crochet. and just carry on this pattern of alternating, of skipping 2 stitches and alternating 5 double crochets with a single crochet, and always skipping 2 stitches between, if that makes sense. And if you need more help, don't forget to head over to the free pattern on the blog and it will be written down if you need more help. And just go all the way around and I'll meet you back almost at the end. Okay, so I've almost finished. I've placed a single crochet here. I'm going to skip these 2 stitches and I'm going to go into the 3rd of the 3 chains here with a slip stitch just to anchor down this stitch, and fasten off and pull through. So there we go, and this is it. So obviously your square will be a lot bigger, but this is very cute actually. This would make an amazing coaster. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I loved crocheting this shawl. I loved making it. It's going to be such a warm shawl for the winter. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really means a lot to me. And in the meantime, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.